teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Set. 180.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
To throw is Wentz, and he dumps it off to Blount. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Porky, 82, Porky.
10.
Fort Tokyo.
Switch.
Here we go.
Watch 20.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey from 6 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now it's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Bud Dupree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Smallwood. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Watch right.
Sunday. Go. Blue 80. Lion.
Watch the
On play action, it's Wentz. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play,
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Eyes on 81.
Black 5.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eli Rogers, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And how about this decision? Tie game, first half, but here's an onside kick. Oh, and I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game, they try to get the ball back, and they do.
you know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
Oh, I love your pops. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 63 yards, and the Steelers have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Wendell Smallwood with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Strong left! Strong left!
Play fake to Blunt. Now it's Wentz. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Wentz to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. T.J. Watt coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Play action. Now Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it with Bell, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
Middle. 52. Set.
Here we go on fourth down with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Sunday.
Slam.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Sunday.
Tight dog.
Wrap.
Watch the edge. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Wentz now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Night, sweetheart. Catch 98.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Flushed out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Here comes the D swarming to the line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Two. Black 20.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They give it off here to the tight end. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. James has got it, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
We got 4.
These 2.
We got 4.
2.
Hey, watch edge.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Check.
30.
59.
Hey.
Hey, watch the ball.
Focus. Set. Like 8. Left.
Shit.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
5 down. Stand up in.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jesse James in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
Here they come. Hot.
And the lead will shrink to 6. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Going underneath to Blunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blunt, 44 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Shift together here from the D-line.
No, off. Here we go, back man. 180.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
81.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, Charles, peeking back at Week 7 of the NFL season, as always, had some top performances. You and I were discussing Zeke Elliott off air, 3 touchdowns, 147 yards rushing. Who else did you like?
Oh, I liked Eddie Jackson in Chicago. The rookie free safety out of Alabama. 2 defensive touchdowns, over 75 yards each. That's an NFL record. I'm sorry, Ms. Jackson. Eddie's for real.
And then Amari Cooper over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he finally broke out. All we were talking about heading into that game was what's going on with Amari Cooper? Is he being targeted enough? Is he catching the ball enough? What's going on? Well, he broke out in a big way and announced his presence with authority once again. no gain on that run. And while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Double. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown taking it in. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Time running out here on the play clock. And this is back to a 5-point game. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wendell Smallwood, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Give him 30 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Set. Blue 30.
Ben to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Vinny Curry in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20,